Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Edge Hill University, I declare this, the 15th and final ceremony of the week, open.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Edge Hill this evening. As you will have read in the programme, I am the university's Pro-Chancellor. Who and what is a Pro-Chancellor, you may well ask. Well, the who bit is very easy. It's me. However, the what bit is slightly trickier. Whilst I thought I knew after 4 years in office, I decided to Google the term just to make sure. And according to Wikipedia, an entirely reliable source, I quote, "A Pro-Chancellor acts as a deputy to the Chancellor and as the chair of the university's governing body," which, I am very relieved to say, was what I had believed to be the case. Frequently, the Chancellor, Tanya Barron, describes herself as the university's queen, and she refers to the Vice-Chancellor, John Cater, who just did the opening, as her Prime Minister. Now, I have worked together with Tanya for 4 years, and I'm still waiting for her to bestow a suitable title upon me. I have struggled to think of an appropriate moniker, so suggestions, please, would be very welcome at the end of this ceremony. As you've already heard, this evening is the 15th and final graduation ceremony this week. And what an exhilarating week it has been. We at Edge Hill strive to make these occasions as joyful and as memorable as possible, though there are one or two unavoidable formalities to ensure that the graduands are properly awarded their degrees. Edge Hill does not do stuffiness. Remember, we are here to celebrate. In total, some 3,137 students have already graduated this week. And if those on my left behave themselves for the duration of this short address, another 145 will in a few minutes' time. The programme also reveals that the university has made 6 honorary awards this week to 6 deserving individuals who in their own way have made a significant contribution to society. And it has been a privilege to hear them respond in a very humble manner to the citations delivered by my colleagues. Additionally, teaching awards have been made to 11 members of the academic staff across the 3 faculties. There is a final award to be made later on this evening. This followed a suggestion of the Students' Union a couple of years ago that particular endeavour beyond the call of duty by the academic staff should be recognised, and a long list of some 200 nominees was reduced to a short list of 40 before the final 12 award winners were selected. On a very rough basis, the Vice-Chancellor estimates that the university has hosted some 15,000 visitors during the course of this week. That is an average of 5,000 per day, a logistical challenge. Compared to everyone else wearing a clown's costume, neither Tanya nor I are employees of the university. We turn up, we wear these magnificent robes, put on these silly hats, say a few words, shake a few hands, eat enormous lunches, which challenges the waistband as the week progresses, and pose for photographs with graduates and parents for a small fee. I jest about the fee. However, we both know how much hard work goes on to put these shows on the road. It is therefore very appropriate that I should take the opportunity at the final ceremony this week of thanking all those responsible for arranging the ceremonies. Not only all those in the hall this evening, particularly the registry staff, representatives of the teaching staff here this evening, the ushers, the technicians, audio, video, lighting, etc., the musicians, the marketing team, the security personnel. The list goes on, but also those not in the hall this evening, the catering teams, the golf buggy drivers, who somehow or other have managed to borrow a couple of vehicles from Royal Lytham, the car parking people, the ground staff who have had to contend with the recent adverse elements to try and get the campus looking as splendid as possible, and everybody else behind the scenes who ensure that everything runs smoothly. If I have forgotten any groupings, I apologize. But these ceremonies involve virtually every constituent part of the university, and it is the togetherness that this demands of which I am very proud. Can I ask my senior colleagues to pass on my appreciation to the respective teams? I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that ceremony fatigue will only kick in after the conclusion of this evening's proceedings. But I also want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the support, whether it has been pastoral or financial, which you have given over the years. We greatly appreciate your contribution and are very happy that you are able to share the moment of glory. Frequently, it is far, far tougher for those watching and worrying on the sidelines than for the students themselves. We recognize this and know only too well that your contribution is vital. Do you say something or do you keep quiet? If you say something, it is bound to be the wrong thing to say. If you bite your lip, you will be accused of being disinterested. Whatever you do, it will be wrong. You can't win. We know. Most of us have been there ourselves. So please do sit back, enjoy the proceedings with immense relief and pride. You deserve it. However, we are gathered here this evening to witness the formal graduation of the graduands. No doubt it has been a long, hard slog, but I sincerely hope that you all think that it has been worth it in the end. I want to thank you on two counts. First, if you had not passed the exams, we would not be here celebrating you with you and your families this evening. So very well done. And secondly, for choosing Edge Hill to pursue your academic aspirations. Edge Hill really does value its students. I frequently say to my colleagues, no students, no university. It is that simple. A pub may be situated in a wonderful location and offer superb barrel beers, but if there are no customers, then the pub will close. Similarly, a shop may stock the latest designer gear, but if the merchandise remains unsold, the shop will fold. We realize this only too well, and as a result, we are constantly improving the campus and its facilities. Yes, I know that the campus has resembled a building site for most of the time that you've been here, and continues to be so now on the fringes. But if we stand still, we go backwards. Furthermore, we are constantly revising our degree programs to reflect current demand. There is no point offering Latin and Greek if no one wishes to study the classics. That is one of the reasons why so many of our programs are focused towards vocational subjects, so that our graduates are as well prepared as possible for the big outside world. We recognize that we must continue to make Edge Hill as attractive a place to study than any of our competitors. Briefly, I want to say a word or two about opportunity this evening. Edge Hill is all about opportunity. We want to give all our students an opportunity to improve their lives from learning. This opportunity, we firmly believe, is shared by you, the guests, who are equally committed to give their children, spouses, partners the opportunity to pursue their academic aspirations. The teaching staff have provided opportunities to you, the students, to benefit from their teaching, and the fact that you are here this evening is evidence that you have not only taken but grabbed that opportunity. Throughout life, opportunities arise from a young age. They can either be ignored or overlooked or grasped, sometimes with both hands, and from there greater opportunities may arise. Graduates, you have already proved to yourselves that the opportunities gained from your GCSE and A-level passes have created the opportunity for you to come to university to continue your studies. You are now on the threshold of your careers. As and when the opportunities arise, be it career advancement or otherwise, grab them. They may not come around again. Whenever there is a potential threat, there is an opportunity. So in colloquial terms, go for it. Some 11 years ago, I had the opportunity of becoming a governor here at Edge Hill. 4 years ago, I had the opportunity of becoming the chair of the governing body. Circumstances arose, and I did not delay in taking first the opportunity to be associated with this great university, and secondly, to be more closely involved. And as a result, I am very, very proud to be associated with all of you who are about to graduate and those who have graduated earlier in the week. It has, and it continues to be, a great privilege for me to be part of the Edge Hill community. And I hope you will look back in future when you're approaching my age and reflect, yes, they were the best years of my life. I wish you every good fortune for the future. Yes, you have behaved, graduates, so enjoy the remainder of the ceremony and whatever celebrations may follow later this evening.
As the Pro-Chancellor stated, last year the Students' Union approached the university recommending some form of recognition for the many outstanding lecturers who not only deliver excellent learning and teaching, but who also go the extra mile in encouraging, developing and supporting students. To our collective surprise, we received over 600 nominations for more than 200 different tutors, and the Chancellor's Teaching Awards were born. This week, myself and the Pro-Vice-Chancellor Academic have had the privilege of making presentations to 11 of those 200 nominees, to Ben Braben, Alan Bedford, Sarah Pinder, Tony Bewley, Janice Summers, Maggie Webster, Mary Weston, David Barker, Patricia Greaves and Charlotte Meehan. That leaves just one presentation still to make. And this afternoon, the 12th Chancellor's Teaching Award goes to Keith Cook.
Chancellor, on behalf Of Academic Board, I present students from the Faculty of Arts and Sciences who are candidates for awards today. The Master of Arts in Management, Afzal Ahmed. Alexandra Cunliffe. Stacey Lauren Evans. Khalid Mahmood. Sharon Louise Taylor. Akil Yousaf. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Rupali Gopal. For the postgraduate certificate in voluntary and third sector management, Peter Bradbury. Donna Elizabeth Carney. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Marketing, Michael William Bannister. Joanne Louise Corns. Dazreen Maria Ennis. Paul Holland. Paul Anthony Howard. James Edward Kerfoot. Charlotte Rose McKean. Stephanie Claire Mullin. Guy James Murphy. Sheldon Levy Stoner. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Web Systems Development, Charlene Bibby. Daniel Michael Bond. Chancellor, the following candidate has also been awarded the Hazel Richardson Prize for achieving the highest overall average percentage mark of those finalists in the Faculty of Arts and Sciences. James Brown. Mario Carta. Michael Richard Klimpson. Michael Cole. James Darlington. Lee Robert Easman. Blake Travis Gilbertson. Alison Jane Grayson. Jules Vincent Halder. Michael David Hassett. Anthony Edward Hughes. Titus Laurentiu Udian. Darren Kelly. Bharat Kika. Phil Napper. Sean John Lang. Craig William McCarthy. Elizabeth McCarthy. Samuel Noon. Amy Elizabeth Poland. Thomas Edward Ponting. Gareth Colin Rothwell. Adam Peter Thornton. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Web Systems Development, Liam Peter Hennigan. Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Hugh Baird College. For the award of Foundation Degree, Arts in Business and Management, Karen Leslie Armstrong. Rebecca Cunningham. Holly Margaret Durkin. Elaine Evans. Sarah O'Connell. Hayley O'Neill. For the award of Foundation Degree Science in Information Technology, Keel Baker. Lee McCourt. Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Knowsley Community College. For the award of Foundation Degree Science in Information Technology, Vahid Hassanpour. Stephen Joseph Reed. Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Liverpool Community College. For the award of Foundation Degree Science in Information Technology, James Bradshaw. Victoria Elizabeth Clark. Catherine Dunn. Peter Gregg. Natalie Kelly. Gary Rice. Naomi Siobhan Riley. And Craig Whiteside.
Okay. Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at London College of Business and Information Technology. Master of Arts in International Management, Rajinder Kaur. For Master of Business Administration, Ishanka Gayanath Elpitia. Rishiram Krishna Gouda. Jawad Hassan. Zakar Hussain, Harpreet Kaur, Abdul Qurashi, Mohammed Abdid Shazad, Harinder Singh, Sadaf Zareen, Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Riverside College. Foundation degree Arts in Business and Management, Maria Arrowsmith. Laura Atherton. Katie Huff. Kevin Houghton. Rebecca Emily Kavanagh. Bertha Alapesio Masangwi. Lisa Gwyneth Michlowski. Chancellor, the following candidates study for their award at Stratford College. Master of Arts in International Management, Saeed Umair Ali. For Master of Arts in Management, Kurum Iftikhar. For Master of Business Administration, Emmanuel Olasola Adideo. Olun Rawaju Awasolu. Mukades Babayeva. Sandiran Kupumutu. Mamadou Lamine Dianu. Fazal Gul. James Victor Izihi. Adil Jamil. Mujahid Khan. Aman Kumar. Jamilihon Mama Timinova. Afan Moeed. John Nakami. Mohammed Rafaquat. Surash Kumar Ramaya. Muhammad Rahan. Muhammad Iqbal Shahimullah. Juliet Varndy. Pumadevi Virasamy. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students from the Faculty of Arts and Sciences.
Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students from the Faculty of Education who are candidates for awards today. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Information and Communications Technology, Secondary Education with Qualified Teacher Status, Mohammed Farouk Ali. Jennifer Elizabeth Calderbank. Margaret Plant. Fatima Suleiman Ismail. Bachelor of Science with honours in Information and Communications Technology, Secondary Education with Qualified Teacher Status, David Ruben Abenstern. Nicola Louise Ashmore. Megan Cooper. Melissa Zena Gould. Andy Paul Higginbotham. Rebecca Una Leach. Christopher Loughran. Danielle Morgan. Jamie O'Keefe. James Pyatt. Kerry Powell. Daniel Rigby. Amy Louise Scott. Sam Smith. Daniel Thompson. Chancellor, the following candidate has also been awarded the Anne Proctor Prize for achieving the highest overall average percentage mark of those finalists in the Faculty of Education. Gary Warner. Christian David Wilson. Bachelor of Science with honours in Information and Communications Technology with Secondary Education, Daniel Charles Banks. BSc Honours, Business and Management Neil Tuma. Postgraduate Certificate, Voluntary and Third Sector Management, Andrea Hall. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students.
Lots of very sweaty hands, but I haven't said the words that I have to say to give them their degrees. Should I give them their degrees? Yes. Say that again? Yes. Okay, I'll do it for you at the top there, because you're lovely. Do you want them? Are you sure? Okay then, here we go. Focus, concentration, this is the serious part. This is the part you've worked for. Be very, very proud of yourselves. So by the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edge Hill University Awards for which you have been presented, and I heartily and proudly congratulate you all. Hats off and wave them in the air. Well done. Well, you've done it. Can you believe it? Hardly. Education never stops. Education never stops. Thank you for saying that. Beautifully said. That's right. Education never stops. And this is the beginning of the rest of the education pathways that you're going to take in your life. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Professor Tanya Byron. As my Pro-Chancellor said, I am the Chancellor / the Queen of Edge Hill University. So just so that you know, I am the most important person in this room. Thank you. And it gives me great pleasure to be here today, having a moment with each one of the graduates of your loved ones who have come towards me, some of them with tears in their eyes, all of them with sweaty palms, and some of them green, saying to me, Chancellor, I think I'm going to be sick. It's always a pleasure. But actually, it really is a pleasure, because education is about empowerment, and today is a moment for all of you that I want you to remember, because this is the moment now. You are now at the edge of the platform, and you can jump and you can fly. You've come to Edge Hill because you know we deliver the best in what it was that you wanted to study. We have many awards nationally and internationally for many of the degrees, the diplomas and the foundation diplomas that we offer here. And for you to be here, it means that we believe that you are going to be as good as we know that we are. So I want to say to you as your Chancellor, be bold and be brave. This is the beginning, it is not the end, and from now on you will have to push yourselves and continue to do everything you can to continue to improve yourselves and to make a difference. Don't just be good, don't just be brilliant, be exceptional. Edge Hill University was founded over 125 years ago as the first non-denominational teacher training college for women. So it was the first time that women in this country could be trained to be teachers without it being controlled by the church. It was a massive revolution in education, particularly in the education for women. And in fact, my robes and the robes of my colleagues here, the colours that you see, the purple, the gold and the green, these are the colours of the suffragettes. And the suffragettes were brave women who wanted to make a difference and make a real radical difference to society and to change society in a positive way. And that's what we continue to try and do here at Edge Hill. We offer education that is inclusive and that is exceptional, and we are widely recognised for that. In the past 5 years, for example, 3 times we've been nominated for the University of the Year Award, and as you heard earlier from my Pro-Chancellor, we are second in the country for employment post-graduation for our graduates. We're a really good place, guys, and you are now part of us, and you leave us with our stamp on you. So you glitter like we do. And if you ever for 1 minute have a moment of doubt and think, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And lose your way, come back to us and we will remind you. Come back and see me. I am your Chancellor, and I will help you remember why you felt it was important to do what you've done to get you here today. And before I finish, I'd just like to ask you to acknowledge the staff here, the staff, the Dean of the faculty and all the staff who have worked so very hard to support you to be so brilliant. So if I could ask the Dean and the staff to stand up, please, and for you all to show your appreciation for what they've done. Thank you very much. Okay, so our motto is in scientia opportunitas, which means in knowledge there is opportunity, there is possibility. You have the knowledge, now grab the opportunity, and remember, you will always be part of us. I'm your Chancellor, I'm very proud of you. I shook each of your hands, I shall remember you always, and if you ever need me or any of us here, come back to us. You're the last lot of graduates that we're graduating this year, and I can tell you we're absolutely knackered. But we managed to hold it together for you because you're just as important as the first lot we graduated. Have a fantastic evening, enjoy the hospitality we've laid on for you, and thank you to you all for supporting them to do so well and to make us look so good. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a song for our graduating class of 2012 and for the 15th time this week, will you please welcome Miss Lucy McHale.
Must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. You always walked a step behind.
15 ceremonies, 3,292 graduates, almost 15,000 guests, 25,000 glasses of wine, and over 110,000 items of food, 500 of the university staff, 40 ushers, 4 people blowing their own trumpet, 15 songs, I counted 14 dresses, but only one Lucy McHale, a brilliant musical director, a tremendous young ceremonies team, and of course, just one Chancellor. Thank you for helping to make this week special. Enjoy today. The video will be on the web tomorrow. The food, there's still some wine and some sandwiches left, is in the hub. And enjoy particularly the years that are in front of all of you. Our best wishes go with you. On behalf of Edge Hill University and my friends and colleagues, I declare this congregation closed. Thank you all.